It was a cold and windy day. I was on my way home from school when all of a sudden I heard a howl come from the woods. I went in and saw my friend Julian, who was turned into a werewolf in 2008. We were at a bonfire at Carly's house. Everyone was dancing and playing horseshoes, and I was sitting by the fire reading when Julian came over and said, "Why are you reading when you should be having fun?" He pulled my arm and told me to start dancing, and I did, and for the first time that summer I was having fun. Then someone said, "Everyone stop, do you hear that?" Haughty Jock Rider turned the music off and looked at the entrance of the woods and yelled, "Everyone inside now." Everyone ran inside, and in all the excitement we forget Julian, and he was attacked by the wolf, and we haven't seen him since. I go up to Julian and say hi. He ignores me and shivers. I ask him if he wants to go to my house to warm up. He says yes. We walk back. As we walk down the street, he stops and looks at the house, and I can tell from the look on his face that he is shocked. He then says, "You live here?" I say, "Yes, we moved in the year after you were attacked." He says, "I used to walk down this street every day before school. I would stop and look at this house and think, once I graduate I'll move into this house and start my life the way I want to and not the way my parents want me to." We walk into house and I see my mom and dad aren't home, so I tell him he can come in. He looks around and says, "It looks nicer than the outside." I tell him he can go in my brother's room and put some clothes on. My brother hasn't been here since sophomore year. I was in study hall and the teacher asked me to go to guidance and drop something off. I walk in and drop the stuff off, and in the corner of my eye I see my brother. I said, "Hi Jackson, why are you here?" He screamed and said, "I want to kill her." I asked him, "Kill who?" He ignored me and kept screaming. I left and found out later that he was taken to a mental hospital. Julian comes out and I make him hot chocolate. Once he finishes it, he says, "I have to go. I want to see my parents." I tell him that his parents died. He asks how, and I tell him that 2 months after he was attacked his house caught on fire and his parents died. He says, "I have to go." He leaves. 2 minutes later my mom and dad come home and give me my dinner, a taco salad. Later I ask them if they believe in werewolves. They say, "Now why would you ask a question like that?" I say, "Don't you ever wonder what happened after Julian was attacked?" They say no, and as far as they know Julian is just simply missing. I try to go to sleep, but I can't, so I go on my computer and look up werewolves, and the first thing that comes up is the town's paper. The article says, "Witnesses of wolves coming out of the woods and attacking people." One